Alright guys, so we're back again with yet another Bleach Brave Souls video, and I figure I may as well get this out of the way already, even though we still have a couple days ahead before the banner does drop. And this isn't even gonna be before you summon, should you summon. This is a why you should skip kind of video. Now, if you guys want to summon for Ninny and Noel, they are your favorites. It's Burn the Witch because these characters do take a while to come back again in another banner. Then if you guys want to summon, by all means, go for it. That being said, I don't think that right now, as it stands, it's going to be worth it in the long run in terms of a meta standpoint, and because we're also close to the end of year banner. Like, what, a month and a couple days away from that happening, and we are also going to be getting a Bankai Live for sure to see who the end of year characters will be, and there's definitely going to be a lot of excitement around the characters. Last year we had Fullbring Bankai Ichigo, Askin, and Bankai Senjumaru, and the characters were all amazing. Although Askin did not age the best, and Senjumaru is still holding her own nicely in the Melee Captain Guild quest, but we're definitely due for a replacement for her because she is struggling a bit in the buffed GQ rotations. And Fullbring Bankai Ichigo is still a fantastic character almost a full year later. And as a matter of fact, these two characters right here, they're aiming to try and completely replace Fullbring Bankai Ichigo in terms of the best possible score for the likes of Melee Quincy Guild Quest. And you need to get both of the characters if you want to even be able to do that. And let's say you get Ninny, but you don't get Noel. Your only other alternatives just to buff Ninny would be Swimsuit Misaki with the Rengiku link, and you also need to bring Nanao with the Aura SP boost effect that she brings to the table to even do good, if not almost the same score as Fullbring Bankai Ichigo. And statistically speaking, even though he does not have the Weaken Plus immunity, he is just going to be outperforming both Ninny and Osushi and Noel and Osushi altogether, just because of the simple matter of fact that he has the SP boost like Kenpachi. That was the reason why Kenpachi did better than Spirit Society Aizen in Melee Espada Guild Quest. And he has access to all of the broken supports and gets access to Nanao's damage to element affected enemies and the aura boost effect that she brings. And the crazy thing is that Fullbring Bankai, we're definitely going to be seeing this guy become a filler soon enough. If it's not going to be by the end of year banner, it's definitely going to be like around March time, because that was when I believe True Shikai and Orihime were featured as fillers in the Tres Bestia banner when they came out. So either way, in the long run, it's gonna be better to get your hands on Fullbring Bankai Ichigo and get duplicates of him just to summon. But if you're missing him, then you have a bit of a reason to summon. But again, Ichigo's gonna become a filler soon enough that you may as well not even touch this banner. And lastly, banner is pretty bad. It is the same filler pool that we had on the Swimsuit Burn the Witch banner, and this time the only difference is that because it's a 2-character banner, they brought in Bruno as a filler instead of, you know, just having these 2 old Burn the Witch characters. Now, Ninny and Noel, they're definitely going to get resurrected, hopefully. If they don't resurrect them throughout the month of December, then I don't know what Caleb is going to be doing. But sadly, all of these fillers right here, they're only good for collection purposes and for the no affiliation Senkaimon tower. So if you're struggling on that tower itself, then maybe summoning on this banner can help you get the units that you need just to clear the tower. Even though for no affiliations, if we take a look at what we have in our album, you can get away with being able to clear the no affiliation tower without having to use the Burn the Witch characters, as we do have access to some pretty solid premium options, as well as some 1000-year blower characters. Like, for example, Ganju is a no-affiliation character, and you can bring him into the no-affiliation tower. Kon and Ururu are recent additions, and they are premium. You can eventually get them from tickets. I pulled Kon like 3 times already from tickets. Yuha is a limited 1000-year blower banner, will be seen a little bit more frequently as fillers. Even though he isn't the greatest character now, he is still going to be good for Senkaimon. White is a premium character. You can get this character. It's still clear through it. You have Quincy Ichigo that can still do quite fine, really. The Heart Yuha, which I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys will have. And yeah, there are going to be some movie-limited characters and some Canfield World characters here and there. But you can still use the likes of Yoruichi and Soifun, which I do anticipate that in 2026 they'll get resurrected quite soon. And what else do we have that we can take advantage of? Gin and Izuru, that is a premium option. Swimsuit Kukaku is a seasonal character too that you can get from free stuff, as well as the Oriental Society one. So either way, you can beat the No Affiliation Tower if you at least have 9 characters. If you have them, you're good. You can do it just fine. So yeah, but if you guys are lacking and in need of No Affiliation characters, then that is the only other reason to want to summon, because unfortunately, all of these Burn the Witch characters, you cannot really use Bruno in Melee Espada anymore. Macy is overcooked for the likes of Ranged No Affiliation and Ranged Squad Zero. Balgo, just a farmer. And the Halloween Burn the Witch characters didn't exactly age the best, which is unfortunate. So yeah, the filler is bad, but the only reason why you're even getting them is just for Sinkamon and collection purposes. And then the other problem is, this is unfortunately a 2-character banner, so it's only going to be a 1% chance of being able to get a new character that has been released in this banner. There is no 3rd character in the mix, thus lowering down the chances, and it's still a Zenith summons too, right? There are no increased probability rates for the new characters, and the bad thing about it is that you need to get both of the characters to even do well in the Melee Quincy Guild Quest, because Ninny on her own, the only other option to rely on for boosting is going to be Swimsuit Misaki with the Ringiku link. Let's be honest. And the reason why is because, well, Noel, on the other hand, he's a normal attacking character with Flurry 3 and does provide 40% damage to summon-affected enemies for speed attribute no affiliation characters. On that note, Ninny is going to get the support value from Noel besides the boosting value that she provides. But not only that, also gives out 20% strong attack damage to Ninny and also offers 30% special move damage to Ninny. So either way, this is a good support character. And sadly, the thing is, this is a character that only works with speed no affiliation characters too, right? So not even Swimsuit Ninny is getting buffed from this Noel, which is very unfortunate. It's just the swimsuit version of Noel and the new Christmas Ninny that is dropping alongside this Noel. So there's that. But that being said, as a character, I think that this Noel is very fantastic. Has Flurry 3, 110% Bruiser, really good EX skills. Not crazy for Brave battles, but it's viable if you're looking to start in PvP somewhere as a new player. And then has the usual stuff that you would expect out of a NAD character, like Poise, Enhancer, Fnatic, Booster. Has the weakened immunity minus 200%. Other than that, good normal attacking character. And Ninny, great character too. Do not get me wrong. It's just that the only advantage that this character has is just the fact that she is immune to the weakened plus puddles, where Ichigo isn't. But Ninny is still not going to be anywhere near as strong as Ichigo when Ichigo applies the EX move, realistically speaking. But the skill set is nice though. Frenzy 3, Berserker 50, EX Berserker skill, so you guys know that is going to be a fantastic thing to have because it's going to multiply into Ninny's Berserker. And also has Long Stride, Havoc of 20, Sprint plus 2 with recharge time of minus 14%. Upon inflicting the ailments, you do 40% more damage to paralyzed enemies. You also have 30% more strong attack damage being applied to her and other no affiliation characters. It's a stronger effect than Swimsuit Noel's. And then you have the 80% SP boost with full stamina damage boost of 30%. So yeah, really, the only bad thing about this Ninny is that she needed to have a better EX move because it's just a circular AoE around the character. Honestly, if you're not gonna give the character that is meant to surpass Fullbring Bankai Ichigo the same EX move, then just give her Bankai Senjumaru or 9th Anniversary Gremmy's EX move, because it has been almost a full year since we've had that EX move where you can boost and debuff. I think that would be something that would have been beneficial for this Ninny and would have helped make her age a little better in the long run. But besides that, this character is just an alternative to Fullbring Bankai Ichigo. An alternative which, unfortunately, you're summoning for in a bad banner. It's unfortunate too, because this is the same case as Spirit Society Aizen. And Aizen too is a good character. That being said, he's just an alternative, which is being sold, once again, in a bad banner. And then you have this Bambi, which is going to provide a lot more value in the future and is a bit more future-proofed. Will just age better in the long run. But not even Bambi is worth summoning for, because you're summoning for a banner in which you're trying to get one of these two characters, and then you have these other old garbage units, which is unfortunate. So be careful with summoning, alright? Be very careful. I am anticipating that Bankai Shunsui will be on the way. We're gonna get some pretty hype Soul Reapers for the end-of-year banner, Core 3 content. Look, if we'll bring Bankai Ichigo aged very well a full year later, this end-of-year character that we're going to be getting soon is going to follow the same steps as Fullbring Bankai Ichigo in terms of being a nicely aging character. That is all. So, thank you guys for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next one. I will not be summoning. I'm completely skipping this banner, so do not expect me to summon on this game at all anytime soon until the end of year banner. However, I will be summoning for Toshiro on Bleach Soul Resonance, so hope to see you guys there for the 5th. This has been your boy, the Death Smasher, and I'm signing out, so take care, lads. Bye. Sayonara. Ciao, ciao.